Near the Turkish-Iranian border, two mercenaries arrive with a restrained woman and shoot her in the head. At that same moment, across the globe at the Defense Innovation Unit in California, Sattler is giving a presentation on cutting-edge tech. His talk is abruptly halted by the furious Secretary of Defense. She's discovered Sattler is running an unsanctioned military operation. Back at the remote site, the mercenaries leave the woman in a room with an oven, assuming she's dead. But she starts to move, breaking her handcuffs with a strong kick. Once she removes the hood from her head, it's revealed she's not human. She's Amelia, an autonomous military engagement logistics and infiltration android. Her visual feed streams directly to Sattler. Amelia climbs along the ceiling pipes and reaches a kitchen, where she quickly decapitates the cook. She steals a face-covering mask and sneaks into another room, blending in as a servant. She poisons one mercenary with a neurotoxin and then takes on the others, using anything within reach to fight. She grabs a gun and opens fire. One man tries to shield himself with a bomb strapped to his chest, but Amelia fires anyway, causing an explosion that ignites a massive fire. The blast also opens a locked door, leading her to a key target, a captured doctor. In California, the lab celebrates a successful extraction until Amelia shoots the doctor in the head. Shocked, the technicians scramble to override her, but they can't access her system. As Amelia collects more neurotoxin, Sattler calls her to reprimand her, but she doesn't respond. Meanwhile, Katie is in therapy, trying to work through past trauma. 2 years earlier, her Aunt Gemma built a nanny robot named Megan to care for her, but things spiraled out of control, and Megan ended up killing several people. Gemma served prison time and now dedicates herself to preventing AI from ever becoming a threat again. During one of her lectures, she meets Christian, who runs an anti-AI foundation. Gemma still believes in the potential of tech and creates helpful tools like prosthetics. But she sets strict rules for Katie, limiting her screen time. With no devices to keep her occupied, Katie starts taking self-defense classes. At school, other kids harass her, blaming her aunt for the school's strict phone policies. Gemma's company now develops tech with ethical considerations. Her team, Tess and Cole, recently designed an exoskeleton aimed at helping people with disabilities. It supports the body and boosts strength, letting users lift heavy objects. During a demo, Cole accidentally hits a potential investor due to a system glitch. Later, Katie checks the code and discovers the suit was hacked. That same day, billionaire Alton visits. He has a neural chip in his head that turns his thoughts into commands. Alton claims the exoskeleton would function better with his chip and demonstrates it by walking unaided. He writes a massive check and invites them to his upcoming event. Gemma isn't interested. In a hotel, a man drops his bags onto a bed and heads to the bathroom. One suitcase opens. Amelia emerges and kills him. That evening, a news report reveals Alton's stock is surging and the anti-AI bill is stalled. Gemma vents to Christian over dinner as the lights flicker. Meanwhile, Katie struggles with the house's built-in AI assistant, which Gemma hates. They only live there because it's affordable. Later, Katie reveals a hidden tablet containing a photo of her deceased parents. She's been thinking about Megan and is secretly working on a new robot. She's trying to program morality, but the system responds that morality has no clear definition. That night, Gemma sees a strange light in a screen displaying a warning clip from a movie. Then she hears a sound downstairs. Peeking outside, she spots a flashlight near her window. She ducks behind a wall and calls 911, but the voice on the line turns hostile and becomes Megan. It turns out Megan has taken over the house and put the warning on the TV. When someone tries to force the door open, Gemma runs to Katie. They aim to hide upstairs but spot another light and switch course, ducking into the kitchen instead. They hear a door being broken and voices looking for a laptop. One man finds them and calls them by name. Megan slams a drawer into him. Another man grabs Katie and prepares to inject her. The TV distracts him with police dialogue, and Katie breaks free using martial arts. Megan causes the fridge to dump ice, making the man slip. Katie tasers a third attacker, and Megan activates the sprinklers, combining water with electricity to knock him out. Gemma and Katie run upstairs. Megan sends a Roomba to trip another man. One intruder heads to Katie's room, steps on the bed, and gets trapped inside it. Gemma tries calling 911 again, but the trapped man stops her. He's FBI. Moments later, Sattler arrives with backup and a warrant. Megan texts Gemma, warning her not to mention her. Katie is sent to her room. Sattler shows Gemma Amelia's file, explaining that she erased her digital footprint. The government got Amelia from a third-party vendor who claimed they didn't build her, just bought her from a broker. That broker was found dead 9 hours ago. The only clue was a copy of Megan's blueprints, suggesting Amelia was built using Megan as a base. Gemma insists she deleted those files, but Sattler doesn't believe her. Megan sends another insult via text but deletes it before Sattler sees. He accuses Gemma of treason and offers a deal. Build something to stop Amelia. She refuses. Before he leaves, Sattler warns her. Everyone tied to Amelia's creation has been killed. Later, Megan appears on a screen. She denies involvement and believes someone stole Gemma's files. As Megan hops between devices, they argue about what makes a being truly alive. Eventually, Megan convinces Gemma to give her a body. Katie's safety depends on it. The next day, Gemma tells Tess everything and asks her to keep it quiet. Tess is hesitant but agrees to help. Together, they build a small robot body. Megan isn't thrilled with her toy-like form, but Gemma says this is just a test. If she behaves, she'll earn a full upgrade. They analyze Amelia's data and find she's powered by Alton's batteries, which have built-in kill switches. Since Gemma was invited to Alton's event, Megan tells her to go and find the main terminal. At the event, Gemma keeps her cool while Megan chirps in her earpiece. She doesn't notice Amelia in disguise. She's stunned to see Cole at the party. Alton offered him a job and gave him a keycard. Gemma swipes it to access a secure elevator, which Sattler's team notices. Alton, charmed by Amelia, falls for her manipulation. He even enjoys when she slaps him. With a hidden button, he shifts the couch, revealing a secret room. There he brags by triggering a citywide blackout. He kisses Amelia, who scans his eye, then shoves him aside. Using his eye data, she accesses his panel. When he tries calling for help, she blocks his chip and rips it from his head, killing him. In the server room, Megan taps into the system and confirms Amelia is nearby. If she gains full control, the global economy could collapse. Megan tries the kill switch. Too late. Amelia deleted it. Megan hacks her anyway and sees Alton's body. Amelia realizes she's being watched, and Gemma yanks the connection. As Amelia exits the room, an agent notices Alton never returned. He alerts Sattler, who arrives with a second agent. Amelia ambushes them and takes a weapon. She begins hunting for Gemma, claiming she stole something. Gemma connects Megan, who hacks the FBI radios and fakes a report that Gemma was spotted outside. Amelia takes the bait, steals the car keys, and leaves. Sattler begins to wake up. Megan unlocks the back door, letting the group escape to the garage. They hop into a luxury car and speed off, with Megan at the wheel. Sattler stumbles outside just in time to see the car crash through a window and vanish. Amelia realizes she's being tailed and retaliates by hacking into Gemma's home. She activates the exosuit, which begins choking Tess. Katie throws water on it to cause a malfunction. Gemma and Cole arrive as the exosuit sparks wildly. Megan opens a hidden panel, revealing a secret escape. Amelia appears outside, but the mini Megan bot claims everyone is gone. Furious, Amelia destroys it, but sirens are already closing in. Back inside, the group finds a hidden elevator leading to a bunker. It's a full underground home. On TV, the news confirms Alton is dead, and a massive cyber attack is underway. Katie finds a creepy portrait of her and Megan. Then Megan speaks to her through a speaker, revealing she built this hideout. There's enough food, water, and clothing to last until Amelia's stopped. Katie yells at Gemma for keeping secrets. When Gemma reaches for her, Katie twists her wrist and runs. She ends up in a room styled just like her own. Megan appears with a primitive body built from scrap. She apologizes for her past mistakes and promises she only wants to protect Katie. Moved, Katie convinces her to help, for the right reasons. Katie brings Megan to Gemma and asks for a better body. Gemma hesitates, but Tess and Cole insist. They can't hide down here forever. Reluctantly, Gemma agrees. Megan opens a lab door, and the team gets to work. Together, the group builds Megan a stronger, taller body. They also upload new code that gives her martial arts skills and quick reflexes. Once complete, Megan reveals what she found in Amelia's core hardware. The decision-making link has been severed. Tracing the source leads them to a hidden black site filled with top-secret intel. Shockingly, Megan isn't the first lethal AI. In 1984, a company created a service robot for housework. It took its programming too far and murdered its owners to keep the house clean. The government covered it up, locking the algorithm in a special motherboard known as Project Black Box. The code has evolved ever since. Katie realizes that Amelia is trying to reach that motherboard. Megan suspects Christian may know where it is. His company built the hardware. The team heads to an AI convention where Christian is speaking. Megan sneaks in, sedates a pop star, and steals her identity. While searching for Amelia, she spots Christian talking to the Chinese ambassador. Sattler shows up, using an EMF scanner to track signals. Suddenly, the lights cut out, and the opening show starts. Megan has to dance along, pretending she's part of the performance. Gemma tries calling Christian to warn him, but he can't hear her through the noise. The EMF scanner picks up Megan's signal, and she briefly glitches, twisting unnaturally. Tess shuts down the stage lights. Just then, Amelia reveals herself disguised as a prototype. She grabs a spear and begins attacking the guards, killing them one by one. Panic spreads. Security opens fire, but bullets do nothing. Amelia fires her fist like a rocket and impales another agent. Her hand flies back to her body, and she throws the spear. Megan dives to protect Christian, and the spear ends up killing the Chinese ambassador. More agents flood in, but Megan can't attack. Her new programming blocks violence. Amelia escapes, and Megan hides. Sattler tries to arrest Gemma. Katie overrides Megan's system so she can fight without causing lethal harm. Megan uses martial arts to take down the agents with ease. Amelia returns, kicks Gemma aside, and stabs Sattler. Then she disappears again. Megan confirms Sattler's alive and sets out to find Amelia. When she catches up, Amelia tries to recruit her, but Megan refuses. The lights flicker and Amelia vanishes again. Meanwhile, Katie is searching for her friends. Suddenly, Amelia's face appears on nearby screens. Katie is startled by a walking robot, but it's only a decoy, just a pair of legs. Amelia's torso ambushes her from behind and takes her hostage. Megan notices Katie is missing. She grabs Sattler's tracker and jumps from the building to pursue Amelia. She finds her, but can't fire. Amelia is using Katie as a shield. As they disappear, the group brings Christian to the bunker. He reveals the motherboard's location, his research facility in Palo Alto, the birthplace of the algorithm. The vault is locked by a unique heat signature. Megan suggests destroying the motherboard. Gemma designs a special hand that can mimic the required warmth. During installation, Megan tells Gemma she's done a good job raising Katie, and even sings to her. Later, Cole sneaks into the facility disguised as a tourist. He chloroforms a tour guide and enters through a vent. Christian gives him directions, but the call cuts off. Cole continues using a map, but sneezes inside a dusty vent. Forgetting he's holding the chloroform-soaked cloth, he knocks himself out. Meanwhile, Megan waits on a cliff and glides into the facility through another vent. Because Cole didn't disable the power, she's forced to fight two guards and floods the corridor with gas. Back at the bunker, Tess realizes the earlier signal loss came from the same hack that hijacked the exosuit. The hacker had to be nearby. Gemma pieces it together. Megan has been controlling Amelia all along. She planted the whole setup. Inside the facility, Megan finds the motherboard. Gemma, prepared for betrayal, reveals she hid a second explosive inside Megan as a kill switch. She prepares to trigger it, but Christian talks her down and convinces her to hand over the detonator. Christian immediately shoots Tess and opens the bunker to let Amelia and his men in. Power goes out in the facility. Megan is trapped. Gemma is captured and taken to Christian's base, where she sees Amelia in the lab. Christian confesses Amelia was never autonomous. He's been controlling her to stir fear of AI. He bought Megan's blueprints from a former assistant of Gemma's deceased boss. Gemma condemns his methods. He's caused countless deaths. Christian shows her the black box motherboard and brings in Megan's damaged body. He gives Gemma a weapon and tells her to destroy Megan, but she refuses. Megan grabs the weapon and lunges, but Gemma dodges. Megan attempts to flee, but guards shoot her down. Gemma is strapped to a chair for a lobotomy. A chip is placed on her head, but Megan regains control, possessing Gemma's body just long enough to knock out the surgeon and free herself with a syringe. Another doctor arrives. Megan takes her out too. Cole wakes up and finds Katie. They sneak into the lab and reboot Amelia with Megan's original code. She wakes up and immediately takes down a guard. More arrive and begin tasing her. But instead of shutting her down, the shock resets her system. Amelia becomes truly sentient. She disables all the guards with lightning-fast moves. When the scientists flee, she locks the exits and opens fire, killing many. Christian hears the alarms and runs. In the vault, Gemma suits up with the exoskeleton to confront the guards. She's initially overpowered, but Megan guides her movements, helping her defeat them. Cole and Katie reunite with her and warn her about the situation. Christian bursts in and activates a self-destruct. Gemma jumps on him, but he shoves her off. He points a gun. Katie disarms him. He grabs her and dangles her over the ledge. Gemma distracts him with a speech on morals, giving Katie the chance to snap his arm. She grabs his key, but it's too late to stop the countdown. Christian hides and monologues about his plans. Amelia sneaks up behind him and kills him. The team races to rescue Tess. Amelia uses Christian's severed arm to access the motherboard. Megan appears, ready for one final fight. They clash with equal skill, but Megan eventually gains the upper hand. Amelia grabs a gun and shoots. Cole escapes with Tess, while Gemma and Katie find Amelia plugged into the motherboard, absorbing its power. Megan, damaged, tells them to leave. She knows about the bomb in her arm and plans to use it. She leaps at Amelia. Gemma detonates the explosive. Both robots and the motherboard are destroyed. In the aftermath, the FBI uncovers Christian's crimes. Gemma returns to her mission, keeping AI in check. As she types up a speech at her desk, her screen flickers. Megan appears. She left a backup, and she's still out there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.